Hey guys, Paul here. Welcome back to the channel. So today I have something special because not so much about Tesla videos today, it's more about Tesla technology. So I have been driving this Tesla Model 3 for the past 6 months, and we also still have this 2017 Honda Pilot with us. But we wanted the technology from Tesla in our Honda Pilot, which is the Dashcam and Sentry mode technology. So I finally found Dashcam from Vantrue, which is Vantrue X4S. The Vantrue X4S is the high definition 4K front and rear camera with Wi-Fi and GPS function. This camera also has that Sentry mode like function like you have on Tesla car. And at the end, I'll show you how it works and the quality of the clip. Let's go. Before we start the installation, let's see what comes in the package. So today I got the full-on, the biggest package they have, which is the Vantrue X4S dual camera with all the accessories. So the whole package comes with the dual camera itself, the GPS mount, micro SD card, and also this Dashcam hardwire kit. So the Dashcam hardwire kit is for when you need this camera to be able to activate when the car is not in start or when you park the car. Then it will be able to activate the camera when it senses any impact. Basically what it does, it's just like Sentry mode on the Tesla car. Then it will record that impact if you get hit and runs or someone try to get into your vehicles. Alright, let's start by opening this main camera box and see what's inside. This is the actual manual itself. It's quite a book. Hopefully it's not that hard. You will see in this video how hard or how simple it is to install this dash cam on my car. Then you have the main front dash cam camera, the front dash cam itself. It's really nice camera with the 4K HD capability. Right, next is the rear camera. Let's open the rear camera. You will have the rear camera itself right here. So this is the rear camera, which you can adjust the angle. So it comes with two double-sided tape in case you want to remove the camera and change it to your next car. And this is the connecting cable which will connect between the two cameras, the front and the rear camera. And the next box, it should be the front mount. So the basic front mount unit will not have the GPS. In this installation video, I will change to this GPS front mount, and also these handy plier tools. This would help you to install the cable, this long cable from front to rear camera. Also USB-C to USB cable right here. And this is the last box in the main package. This should be the power cable. This is the power cable that would power your dash cam, and you plug this in the 12-volt sockets in your car. Alright, let's move on to the next box, which is the GPS mount. So basically, if you opt for the GPS mount, you will just replace it, the whole thing, with this GPS instead. The reason why they did this way, because many dash cam out there have a built-in GPS inside the camera itself. So if the GPS system is not functional anymore, you're gonna have to change the whole camera. But in this case, let's say if the GPS system here fail, you basically just change the mount. Alright, now we have everything out and ready to install in my car. Let's go install it. So before we start the installation, we have to insert the micro SD card into the main dashcam unit first. The micro SD port is just right down the side, and just insert it in just like that. Right, now we're gonna have to find a perfect spot, or the best spot that we going to mount the mount on our front windshields. Then we will continue with everything else. So I'm gonna find a spot right in the middle underneath the rear view mirror right there. It's nice and center. Push it in. Make sure you have this GPS part. So this is pretty much the locking handle, pointing at 9 o'clock position. Then you push it in and turn to 12 o'clock. Just like that. Now it's locked, secure, and strong. Okay, now let's install the main front dash cam. It's really simple. Just plug it in just like that. So this unit power cable will connect to the mount, not to the main dash cam itself. I am going to run the power cable from this side, from passenger side, because plug itself is facing this way anyway. So I'm gonna run up to the windshield, come down, and then down here underneath the glove box, and then come to the 12-volt plug right here. As for the rear view camera, I am going to connect through the port right here on the top, then run the cable up around the windshield, and then go through here underneath the seal, and go through here, the seal again, the door seal again, and then go through the trim all the way to the back over there. Alright, first let's start running the power cable first. Before we run the power cable, we're gonna need this insert trimming tools. So this is how we're gonna hide the cable through the trims of the car, and of course the power cable itself. Let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna plug in this USB-C to the mounting unit. So that's where your power gonna go in. And now I have to tuck the cable in on top part of the windshield over there. So we're gonna try to tuck the cable in nicely. Now I'm gonna tuck the cable from down here into the trim right here, and then we're gonna come down this way and then go underneath to 12-volt socket. Okay, now the power cable is all tucked in nice and neat. As you can see, can't even see the cable. So I just tuck it in inside the trim using these tools. It's really handy. All around, come down here, and then here comes the cable, and plug in the 12-volt socket right here. I really like the power cable of this Vantrue because now you still have an option to plug in something else to charge. Okay, let's try to power on my car. As you can see, the unit now is on. We just have to do the setting after. Before we do the setting, let's do the hard part first. So we're gonna run another cable from the main unit in the front to the rear view camera in the back. Okay, before we start running cable from the front camera to the rear view camera, I'm gonna try to roughly measure it, make sure the cable length is enough to run from here to the back. As you can see, there's plenty of the cable left before we get to the rear view camera. So let's get started. Second door seal's done. Now it gets to here a little tricky because it has a side current airbag, so you don't want to open up too much. Just try to get the cable inside the trim and then run it up here. Same here, there's current airbag right here, so you have to be really careful on these two parts, this part and that part. Okay, so I run all the way to the back trim here, so now it's where it gets a little tricky. You could do it super neat and then try to go through these pipes up here and goes down here, or I'll try to do it easier way. So I need to open this trim up in the back and then go through here, follow that cable and then go underneath this trim on the hash. Then we'll go down here, we'll connect to the camera back here. The cable itself ended up a little too long, so I pulled out the trim in the back right here and then hide some of the access cable underneath here. Make sure I have enough to plug in. Okay, before I start cleaning up all the cable and tuck it in, close all the panels down, I want to make sure I have enough cable for the rear view camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and start mounting the rear view camera. So as you can see, that is center, it should be centered right there. I'm gonna go ahead and place it right there. So just basically pull out that double-sided tape cover and then the lens cover. Don't forget to pull out your lens cover before you install it. And good thing my rear window has a line, so I can just basically go with that line there. Alright, looks good. Now we will go ahead and try to run the cable to plug it in right here. Looks pretty good. So we have a little cord right here. I'm gonna try to test it. See when it's closed, the cable, it's okay. Okay, looks good to me. So installing the rear view camera cable is done. See the trim, looks really good. Can tell this cable, there's a lot of hiccups here and there, but it's not that hard. Before we start the setup process, if you are interested in this Vantrue X4S 4K dash cams, dual views front and back camera, I will put the link of the product in the description down below, and I'll put the code right here to get a special discount if you are interested. Okay, let's continue with the setting up process. Okay, let's power up the car, then the unit should power up right away. There you go. This is 3-inch screen. It's not touch screen. It has 4 buttons right here. It's really easy to navigate. So basically, select select button up and down, and this is you going back to the menu. All right, let's start. And then time and date. Frequency, go with 60 Hertz. Speed, kilometers, miles per hour. Format reminder set up. So this is where you're gonna set the reminder when it's gonna format the card. I would go with 15 days. Right there. Format the SD card since this is our first time, so we're gonna format the card. As you can see, this is the default. Now we try to find that perfect angle there. So as soon as you power up the car or start the car, the camera itself will record. As a default, it's 4K. So if you want to do setup, you want to hit OK. Go to the menu right there, and now we can figure out the resolution, front and rear. You can choose between 4K, 1440p plus 1080p. So all of them are 30 frames per second. I will stick with the 4K so we can test the image out. Loop recording. So we're gonna select the loop. How long you want the clip to be recording before it starts the new clip. So we want to go with default, which is 3 minutes. Not too long and not too short. So the file size when you try to download it to your phone or download to your computer, it's not too big since it's 4K files. Right. G sensor. So forward, backward. This is the sensor, the sensitivity that the camera itself gonna sense the impact. So I'll stick with the default, which is 3. Audio recording. So you can choose between on and off audio recording if you want to keep the files small. So I'm gonna have it off right now. Recording light. So basically it's just gonna show right here. Red light, you want to keep that on so you know it's recording. The parking mode. Okay, so in order to enable the parking mode, you have to have the camera hook up to the main power of the car, which you will need that hardwire kit to do it. But in this case, I will just disable it for now. Alright, let's keep it simple. This is where we're gonna connect Dashcam itself to the phone using the Wi-Fi. So this is Wi-Fi. That's why Wi-Fi is important in this case. That's how you can download the file wirelessly to from your Dashcam to your phone. Okay, so you have to connect Wi-Fi to this Wi-Fi first. So the password default is 1234567 8. Now you can join. It's connecting right now. Alright, looks like it's connected. Okay, let's go back to the app. So now the device is connected to the phone. As you can see, it's connected right now. Now I can see live preview on the phone directly. As you can see, I can hit record. There you go. It's recording right now. I'm using the phone to control it. So you can control everything pretty much via the phone. You could do all the settings here too. That'll be easier. Now we go back to the regular mode. You can just change the camera to just front view only, but I'll just keep this default to see both rear and front view. I forgot to mention that this is my first time trying to install the Dashcam to the car. It's really easy to install. I took most of my time installing and running the cable from front to the back. I think that's the most difficult part. But otherwise, installing the camera itself, attaching to the car, and all the setup, it's super simple and easy to do. If I can do it, everybody can do it, and you can do it too. Alright, let's go test the camera out and see the quality of the camera. Okay, let's go test out the camera, see how clear the image is. Okay, now after being driving for a little bit, now let's try to download the file from the Dashcam to my phone using the Wi-Fi or do it wirelessly. Okay, now it's connected to the Dashcam itself. As you can see, the clips is popping up. So I could just select any clips I want. So you select any clip and just hit download. Confirm. See, the file is downloading right now. So the file is downloaded. Now it's in the local. It's right there. So now I can see the file. The GPS part is really cool. So you can see exactly where that exact location the camera itself was recorded on. So let's say if you had an accident, the camera will show the clip of that accident and also exact location of that accident when it happened. Alright, now let's try to download the file from here into my computer and have a look. Now my old Honda Pilot has a similar technology that my Tesla Model 3 has. Actually better quality for the video on this Dashcam than my Tesla Model 3. The installation was really simple. It might be time consuming to do. Just take your time if you are interested in installing this unit. It's really not that hard. If I can do it, you can do it too. And I love the functionality of this camera. It offers so many features that you can do with it. Thank you so much guys for watching the video today. Don't forget to use the code in the description below. And if you like the video, please click like and don't forget to subscribe for the future contents. We'll see you on the next video.